had taken 200 bags of sugar, 100 kgs each. 200 bags of rice, 100 kgs each. People have money. So if you want to prove to people, my darling, you're not going to prove to us.
You'll not be the first and
you're not going to be the first.
You know?
And just in case you want to copy and you want to beat records and you be like, I want to be more than, do like this one or more than this. You won't ever do a function.
Then Elma, talk about these competitions. People are like on competition to do these parties. If so and so did it, I should do it better than him. Why do we have to compete in all this? And I've seen people competing even
who is
on
that
the
person
number,
to you?
Even on the number of the maids, the groom's men. You know, people have like over 10. And imagine they request them to go and make for themselves the dresses, make for themselves the suits. And sometimes these people are constrained. They're like, I mean, this is your party. Why should we some people, by the way, have you seen the maids being even smarter than the bride?
Yeah.
Even
and more beautiful herself, and more smart, and
she's more
the makeup and all that.
The bride?
Yes.
What is all this?
It's a lot of pressure. Actually, I think the fact that now we have social media, it's also spoiling things.
Yeah.
It's spoiling things. We are following trends. We want to be. We want to beat records. That's where the competition comes in, because I know Priska. We work at UBC together, and Priska did this. I should do more than this, because I want to be talked about at UBC. Reality is what matters. It's your afterlife. You, the bride and the groom. I will keep saying the statement that you have absolutely nothing to prove to society. You have nothing to prove to friends. You have nothing to prove to us. Then, there is nothing that beats peace of mind and freedom after that day.
Elma, then there is a way we have tended to overstep on culture. Culture is no longer meaningful.
And
culture is no longer respected. People are doing stuff
because of money. Of money.
Of money.
And competition. We want to show off. Reality is culture doesn't ask for those things. I'm in Uganda. And in our culture, they say what someone is supposed to bring for an introduction is omutwalo gwa tata. Omutwalo gwa tata is something your dad will ask for, and it will be one. And you find that Elma has come from a home, a Christian home, and my dad might ask for a Bible. Meaning all these other things you're bringing, they are up to you.
Yeah.
You've chosen the pressure yourself. Culture is not asking. Culture has never asked us to have all that big entourage where, you have these maids who come dancing with gomasis and they are 20, Culture has not asked us for that.
I see the men to be, the husbands to be dancing
anyhow. And they've gone to an extent of changing suits and kanzus. Kubuko. At the in-laws place, that's not accepted. Reality is when you go, for us, the Priska, you're not Muganda.
I'm not.
For me, I'm a Muganda. And in our culture, you're not even, when the Bako come, they're not even supposed to touch their gomeses or kanzus. Obo kunami. Like you're stripping. They see like you're stripping. You're supposed to let it be down. That's how much that home is supposed to be respected. But now, because of competition, we've gone ahead to have 4 changing clothes for the groom. The man changes at the in-laws house. In the in-laws house, they enter and change. Like we are putting a lot of pressure on ourselves to do things that are really spoiling everything. They're not part of our culture. No one is asking for them. But because we want to prove to society. My husband changed the number of times I changed as the bride.
Thank you, Elma. Now, talking to you live here on UBC Radio Inspiring Uganda. This is the Family Show, and I'm Priska Twetese Chibirango. We are asking ourselves, are big functions a yes or no, and why? And these functions, we are talking about introductions. We have the nikas, we have the kohinjaras, we have the weddings, and other big functions that usher us into marriage. And so we want to know, are these functions necessary? The way we are spending on these functions, is it really necessary to spend like that? Then, Elma, there is this thing of people not minding about the aftermath. Talk about the aftermath. Because already we have known how people are competing. They want to jump on the bandwagon because everybody's doing it. Okay? And they need to prove a point to society. But now talk about the aftermath. People are separating seriously after 1 month, after a year, because maybe the man has not met the demands of what the relatives requested for. Some people have not pledged enough, and so you're cutting yourself from friends. Talk about the aftermath.
How I think what causes all these divorces, the stress, it all comes with what brings these separations and the fights after the big days is the fact that you didn't stay within your budget, you didn't calculate well, you didn't respect your pockets and your income. As a couple, you didn't sit down and face reality that this is what we could afford. I think people do not know that you can have a function, a simple function, and it still comes out as beautiful as a big function.
We have evidence at the times of COVID, the lockdown. People are having
and there were beautiful
minimal,
weddings.
You know,
and there were beautiful weddings.
Very beautiful.
Do you know? Actually, I'm one person who prefers you inviting 20 people or 50 people and sit them in a luxurious place.
Yeah.
And they eat food they've not, like, they have an experience they've not had, you know. I'm having a wedding next weekend at Serena Chigo, but I know I'm going to have a different experience because not everyone can afford that place. Why I'm saying this is you can't have such if you've not sat down and calculated and be like, these are the number of people I need, not the number of people I want. Not 100. That the person who's going to do that wedding can't invite 500 people. They can't. They can't. Okay. They'll check their friends and they'll be like, oh, my friends 20 or 10, my family 50, my husband's family, you know, and you'll find that wedding has 100 people. And it will have beautiful decoration. No one is pushing the other. They sit comfortably. They do not have people walking all over the place and the camera people, you know, they are just looking for a groom and bride. Because they will be organized. When you have, I'm trying to show people that you can have few people on a big day and you're still happy, you keep good memories, and it comes out more beautiful than someone who invited 500 people. Because expenses comes with having a big number of people. When you have a simple function, people will have the best services. People will have a different experience that they've not had. And you'll be happy. It's you who gave it to them. Okay. So we should get comfortable accepting what we can afford. And with the ladies, actually, most of us are the ones who put the pressure on the men to accept what they can't afford.
So do you have to go by her pressure? And in case you can't afford
it goes back to the fact that when you were looking, you as a man, did you get your friend? When someone is not your friend, they won't mind the pressure you will go through after. They won't. But Priska, if you made your husband your friend, there are things you can't do because you know they're going to affect his mental health. You know. But because it's not your friend, you don't mind. He should look for the money. Me, this is what I want, and it's final. I've made a decision, and it's what? It is final. So it all goes back to us actually not getting people who understand us. When you're looking, get someone who will understand you, take you as you are. Because when someone understands you, they will be real to you. When you sit down to have a conversation, they will be understanding. When you tell them, I can't afford this, this is what I can afford, you will find grounds where you can meet. But most men are having pressure and they are dying after that because they accepted, because I want to make her happy. And she's the one I want.
I can't change.
I can't change. Did she come, was she given birth with your 2 names written on her? We are getting out of our classes to classes that are not made for us. We the men. I'm talking as a man now. You